Houston with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill. Allie LaForce will be reporting from the sidelines.
In this league, you have to stay active at both ends of the floor. I thought their lackluster defense was the difference in the game.
Yeah, poor communication at the defensive end. Many of the rotations were late.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. And the Heat unveiling the statue of Dwayne Wade, Stan, the face of the franchise forever.
Yeah, Brian, you think of what he meant to this organization, propelling it to its very first championship and then attracting other stars to Miami. He is truly the foundation.
And Barrett has got the ball here for the Miami Heat. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Just a bit ago, Billy Donovan and I were able to chat. I asked him outright how he planned to deal with Steph Curry. How does anyone deal with him? Coach joked. He went on to say, we'll try to contest every shot and chase him off the arc, but emphasis on try. Not easy to solve a problem with no good solution, I guess, BA.
And Allie, thank you for that. We played just over a minute here in the first. Here's the three. And again, Miami with a triple.
Yeah, most of the time you assume Curry's three ball is falling. That's how good he is.
Ball foul. Joe. First personal foul. First team foul.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Count it.
Well, he's 3 for 4 to start out. Right off the bat, you could sense he was dialed in. All business so far.
To halt the run. Oh, he missed that one. 1 for 3 in this one so far. Butler surveying the floor. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Well, the defenders stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. Chicago shooting their first free throw this game. James, no good on the free throw.
Yeah, the experience and the knowledge is invaluable. LeBron gives all he has to these young guys deep in his career.
Back to Leonard. Screen by Holmgren. Pass to Jones. The three is up. Sends it home from three-point land. Jones has got his second basket on the night.
Don't judge Holmgren by his size. He does have a passing skill set, finding shooters and getting them the ball.
And here's Jones. Now here's Ayton. Out to the wing. The Bulls need to get off a shot. Just 3 to shoot. And that one's good. Holmgren.
Yeah, it's just too easy for Holmgren. Man, is he fun to watch operate off the catch.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
That's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
.157 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Ayton. Can't tie it up. That one misses. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for the Heat. Here's Curry. From 20 feet. Curry with another miss.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
And he just punches home the one-hand finish.
Hey, 2 points the easy way. To the inside. And stolen by Holmgren. In transition, here they come. It's James on the wing. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
And you know, maybe the most powerful small forward we've ever seen. James easily brushes off contact and completes the play.
There's 57 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Curry. Shot to stop the run. The shot that time not on target.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Ooh, poked away. It's stolen by Hart. Butler with the ball. He's picked up by Jones. Outside Hart. Pass to Curry. Three-pointer. Jones grabs the board.
His shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Out left to the wing. 5 on the clock. Now here is James. Guarded by Barrett. That shot missing. He gets it up. The shot, no good. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Chicago ahead.
The Heat, 10.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen here from the Bulls tonight?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
Basket counts. Stand back in your early coaching days. What was the dynamic working with the front office?
Well, I was in good situations, and so you need the coach and the front office in sync, where you're all working toward the same goals and you understand what the process is going to look like.
And how in sync were you when Stan was the coach and Stan was the front office?
We had problems then because the coach didn't like the front office very often, and the front office was always unhappy with the coach.
Nice.
Hey, yo, right here.
Now here's Simmons. Misses in close. Bulls leading by 3. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Here's a great quote from Coach Eric Spoelstra, who said, "The Miami Heat culture is a system based on discipline and hard work. We stand for something. That's competition. That's winning. We feel that there's a championship DNA that you can develop." And Brian, they walk the walk.
One of the great organizations in the league, Allie. Where? That's good.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Williams up top. Outside Hart. Pass to Simmons. And it's rejected. Here's Bailey. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Marketed from long range. And again, it's Chicago with a 3.
Yeah, look, you know Marketing has this kind of range. That defense has got to get out on him.
Williams with the screen. Here's Miller. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Chicago leading by 9. The ball's knocked loose. And stolen by Simmons. It's Williams, high post. Back to Simmons. And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. A nice shot by Watson.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
Here's Bailey. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. Oh, slam by Markkanen.
So good to see Markkanen using force on his finish.
Well, Coach Lowry Markkanen, it's been an interesting study to watch his game continue to improve every year.
Yeah, it certainly has, Brian. You know, he was a complimentary player for quite a while, and then finally has developed into a primary offensive threat, and he has thrived.
Heat trailed by 8. To the wing on the left. Here's Simmons. And blocked with his palm. What a defensive play. With the drive. Left side Joe. Pass to Ware. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. Chicago shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. So it's Miami now. Their next game playing at home as the Grizzlies come to town. And that's a one-game homestand for the club.
They're making a few more threes this quarter, trying to cut into that deficit.
Here's Ware. Shot from the low post is good. Ware's got 8 points here in the quarter.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
Here's Simmons. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
With a tantalizing combination of size and skill, Ben Simmons has to be a headache to guard.
So both teams making some changes here. And both free throws good for Simmons. Chicago leading by 8. 55 seconds left in the first half of this one. And Bailey gets it to go.
I'll tell you what, they are on fire this quarter, taking total command of this game.
Outside Barrett. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Miami making a switch here. And, Coach, when we get to the playoffs, Jimmy Butler plays his best basketball.
Well, Brian, look, it's tangible. You see his numbers go up in the postseason. Butler's been the #1 option on multiple finals teams. That puts him in rare company.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
Butler on the wing. Pass to Hart. Deflected.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clock. Shot by Leonard, no good. And so it's Hart with it. He brings it up for the Heat. Outside Watson. Curry with it. Give him 8.
How about the intelligence of Curry's game? Using the pump fake to get the contact.
Miami shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game. First free throw is good. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And so Curry nails both of them.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
And James launches it from deep. And so that's the end of the first half. It's the Bulls up 8. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Chicago leading by 8. Pass to Holmgren. Outside Jones. Lets it go from deep. Rebound Miami. Outside Curry. 4-3. There's the 3. Oh, Curry showing off the range.
If you're looking to become a catch-and-shoot expert, Curry is the player to study. He's a master. Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Pass to Hart. Outside Curry. Back to Hart. Lets the 3 fly. The shot won't fall.
and they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
And here's Jones. This one for three. Williams grabs the board.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
Oh, rejected by Ayton.
Access there denied by DeAndre Ayton.
Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Outside Curry. Outside Barrett. Clock at 6. The kick out to Williams. Outside Hart. There's a screen. Another shot. 2 points. That one goes. Hart's got his first points in this one. All right, Coach, what are some qualities you're looking for in a lead guard?
Well, look, you want a guy that can make plays, that can control the game. When I first got into the league, people thought about point guards as traditional pass-first guys. But now it means more than that. You want a guy who can make plays, whether it's for himself or for his teammates. Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
Pass to Ayton. Back to Jones. Fires the three. The shot's good on the assist by James. Jones has got 10 points in the game.
Well, LeBron knows how to share the load. He's always getting other guys involved out there on the floor.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Chet Holmgren makes up for his light frame with aggression. He said, quote, "You don't have to take a second look at me now to know that I'm not the biggest dude width-wise, so I have to hit first. Otherwise, the game's not going to go in my favor when things get physical," unquote. Brian, you agree?
I do, and you can tell he just refuses to back down, Allie. Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
It's always good to see Ayton going up strong, using his physical gifts.
You think of guys who play greater than their stats. Butler has got to be on that list, Coach.
Yeah, Brian, the competitive nature of Jimmy Butler is the stuff of legends. Sure, sometimes it can make it tough in certain locker rooms, but coaches love his passion for winning.
Feels like a guy that's built for the playoffs.
Absolutely.
Here's Butler. Oh, Butler, what a dunk.
Butler getting something right at the rim, and he says, "Thank you very much."
Jones' shot is good. He's got 12.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
Well, if you're just going to let them score inside at will, you might as well pack your bags.
52 seconds left in the third. It's stolen. And here's the fast break. The shot, no good. Excellent defense there from Watson. Over to the left wing. Back to Barrett. Left side, Simmons. .24 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Basket's good.
It's interesting. They definitely had more three-point attempts in the first half. Not sure why they went away from it.
Oh, it's stolen by Butler. Here's Butler on the take. And it's Butler with the jam.
Well, one thing we know about Jimmy Butler, if he gets going downhill, look out.
To the left side wing. Here's Bailey. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is off line. The third quarter comes to a close. Bulls out in front. They lead by 5.
39.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Heat trail by 5. Outside Simmons. Williams with the screen. Crafty move. And Williams punches it home.
Well, every team needs a guy like Williams who's willing to do the dirty.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. Miller on the wing. Pass to Williams. That one goes. Count it. Williams has got 4 points in the quarter.
And that's what you get from Brandon Miller. I mean, he can really whip passes there around the court.
Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. And so here is Miami to tie it up. Rebound by the Bulls. They'll be playing host to New Orleans for their next one. That'll be the second and last game of a quick homestand. Williams grabs the board.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
Pass to Miller. Back to Simmons. Now here's Miller. Shot clock at 5. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. And it's Watson missing.
More often than not, he'll cash it in from that area. The defense might have done just enough to bother him.
And they go to the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Eric Spoelstra said to the team. He thinks they're still very much in this game, saying it's right there, but it's on us to take care of it. We have to make it happen, hoping to inspire his team.
Great work, Allie. Thanks.
Oh, he really fought for that one. Battling through contact to complete the play.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. Really great when you see it in action.
Yeah, something else I love that they're doing is driving into the lane and getting the shots they want in penetration. The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Jones hits them both. Heat trail by 8. Now Barrett lays it up and banks it in.
And I love the confidence from Barrett. He enjoys finding room inside and capitalizing.
Pass to James. Butler with a steal. Outside Hart. Back to Butler. Now here's Curry. From deep. No good that time. Bulls leading by 6. Down low. Here's Holmgren. Holmgren powers through traffic.
A beautiful finish through contact. That's the dog in Holmgren.
There's a screen. The 3 from Curry. That one doesn't drop.
I understand why he took the shot. They need the points, but that's just not a good look.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Pass to Barrett. And here's Butler outside. And again, no good by Miami. Jones feels it out. Butler with a steal. Here's Hart. Back to Barrett. Outside for Butler. The 3 is up. Chicago with a rebound.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
James outside. Jones drives in, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Well, now it's just a matter of watching the sand fall through the hourglass. This game is wrapped up in a strong showing for the Bulls.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And their efforts tonight pushed them to 41 wins on the year so far.
And they've had their fingerprints all over this series, winning 2 straight and looking like they have this team's number.
Where? And that one is stuffed right through.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Pass to Jones. Back to Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Impressive job by this team, and you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
Outside Jones. Jacks up a 3. Knocks it down from distance. And the Bulls lead by 17.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
So no problem for